Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio for tonight's national championship game between the Utes of the University of Utah and the Wildcats of the University of Kentucky. Now, let's meet the starting lineups. At forward for Utah, a 6'10 sophomore from Helsinki, Finland, number 13, Hanno Metala. At forward for Kentucky, a 6'5 senior from Miami, Florida, number 3, Allen Edwards. At forward for Utah, a 6'7 sophomore from Centerville, Utah, number 50, Alex Jensen. At forward for Kentucky, a 6'9 junior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 34, Scott Paget. At center for Utah, a 6'11 senior from Portland, Oregon, number 51, Michael Goliak. At center for Kentucky, a 6'10 junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 13, Nazi Mohammed. At guard for Utah, a 6'2 junior from Los Angeles, California, number 24, Andre Miller. At guard for Kentucky, a 6'2 junior from Boston, Massachusetts, number 5, Wayne Turner. At guard for Utah, a 6'5 senior from Tooele, Utah, number 34, Drew Henson. At guard for Kentucky, a 6'3 senior from Peachtree City, Georgia, number 15, Jeff Shepard. And introducing the head coaches for Utah in his 14th year, Rick Majerus. For Kentucky in his 7th year, Tubby Smith.
Tubby Smith, hired last May the 12th. All right, Billy, let's go through the Packer pointers for the championship game. In San Zir, their first. Kentucky in the white. Utah red. What a tournament we've had, and it all concludes here tonight at the Alamo Dome with points.
Hansen has done such a great defensive job on anybody he's covered this year on Shepard. That's a key matchup defensively.
Mohammed with Metala on his back. Mohammed with the left hand, and he continues the pace that just had him blazing in the second half.
Now we see Doliak getting the same kind of position.
Double up Doliak, but he still scores.
So it doesn't seem like we're going to have a high-scoring game.
Paget gets away for the lay-in. Opponent. Metala passes up the 3, steps in over Paget to tie it back at 4.
Quarter at a time, this team is normally very efficient.
Mohammed gets free for his... Miller, nice spin away move.
Now that's coast to coast against a tremendous one-on-one ball defender against a ball handler. Being a little bit more patient with the ball. Nice speed.
Doliak dunks it over McGlure.
That's what Majerus wants.
McGlure wanting to make a move. Yes.
Tremendous move for Tubby Smith. To get Jamal McGlure to come up with a big offensive play.
Johnson, freshman, takes the 3. Got it.
Is he going to be the unknown soldier? The outside wide open jumper, which he gets.
Utah boxing out underneath. Up high. Johnson snaps it out. Jackson 3. And Metala crashes the board for the putback. That was some save, though, by Britton Johnson to get that ball back into play. Mohammed makes the move. That shot over Doliak.
That's where Kentucky is really effective. Academic probation, but he's battled back both athletically and academically since then.
Doliak frees and over firing the 3. Doliak follows it up. See, the Doliak story, though, is he has to win. Mohammed again. Tipped by Paget. Scott Paget, who did not.
By Utah.
Paget steps back for the 3. As good a look as Kentucky could ask for. Ahead, Miller. Jensen at the other end. And Utah is in front by 3.
Good smart play by Evans. Don't you got to cut Miller off.
The center will take the 3, top of the key. Doliak delivers. And Utah has its biggest lead of the championship game.
Give Rick
Shepard. Miller forced the steal. Jackson breaks ahead. Doliak the trailer.
Oh, against the great shot blocker, Miller goes under McClure. He is fearless on the break.
Shepard. Wide. Ahead again, it's Jensen. And one.
Jim, you have to ask why. Kentucky's game against Utah is to go down inside and make Doliak work defensively. They're not doing that. They're playing kind of like North Carolina did in a frenzy. Really out of sync is Kentucky. Beautiful hit-ahead pass. Young man who was on a mission for 2 years comes back, played as a freshman. Any other two key postmen in the game.
Padgett. Soft hook. And that's the second time Padgett has scored down on the block. Utah had to
play a pace game.
Hansen got Evans to commit. Stepped over. That's a 2.
You looking to double down on Doliak so soon because Menola can hit the outside shot.
Miller drives past Turner for 2. 11.
Getting position defensively.
Menola had left his feet. Shepard drives past Doliak. And Kentucky's got it under 10.
48 and again in 49.
Evans three-pointer, first of the night for Kentucky. Some kind of battle inside between McClure and Doliak. And a 3 answered at the other end by Menola.
Such a versatile performer. Would have liked. But he's got to remember that Nazr Muhammad's got the 3, and Evans hits his second 3.
Evans, what a half.
Oh, boy.
Given this team.
The unknown soldiers. We had Johnson in the first half. We have Evans in the second.
Miller, and oh, man. It looked like it just crawled up and over the rim.
He beat Shepard on the drive baseline.
Padgett gets set. He loves that shot.
Oh, he does. And Turner set him up perfectly.
Open is Johnson. McClure, oh, what a great job of shielding with the body by the freshman, Britton Johnson.
That's against a tremendous shot blocker, Jim. He really did. He double-clutched that one.
Shepard challenges inside. Doliak and Shepard both tipped it. I think Shepard Muhammad had 8 points the first half. None in the second half until now. Nazr Muhammad.
Tremendous agreements for Al McGuire's championship run.
Cameron Mills got the tie. Cameron Mills.
Terrific outside jump shooter.
It's a 7:20 game. And Shepard off and running.
Miller better not foul him. Shepard's a great finisher. And now Rick Majerus taking a quick timeout. He wants to take this crowd out of the game and slow down this momentum. But you can feel Tubby Smith finally got the lineup that he wanted on the floor, Jim, about 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Stolen by Hansen.
Shepard should not get down on that baseline unless he thinks he can finish the play.
Shepard went for the steal. Miller takes it. It spins it off the glass. Utah. A March Madness we'll never forget. And a game to remember as Jensen puts the Utes up now with a basket inside by the count of 64-60.
And now Tubby goes timeout. These two coaches are using everything that they can to stop and start momentum. Changing lineup, calling timeout, orchestrating the offense. They set up that curl move for Shepard. Nothing there right at that point. Well scouted by Utah.
Mills. Wow! 2 in a row for Cameron Mills. The rebound. Kentucky can regain the lead. Bounce pass Shepard. Pulls up, and Kentucky does in fact lead. 65-64. With 1 of 2, Kentucky has its largest lead of the championship game. 5-point lead.
Jim.
Menola, 3-pointer.
Utah just can't hit. And there's that. Good defensive maneuver by by Rick Majerus.
And a travel on Turner.
Is there a jump shooter in the house? Kentucky goes to his zone.
Blocked by Evans.
And he's off and running.
2 for 2 by Padgett. That's the largest lead of the night for Kentucky's side.
You can't be real choosy who you foul, but I think Utah could have utilized that strategy a lot better by going after Turner.
They go for the 2 with Medela, and it rattles out into the arms of Hansen.
Oh, they can't get anything to fall. Now Majerus has got the foul.
Final 20 seconds. Miller, long on the 3. Shepard the rebound. Turner ahead, and forget about it. Kentucky's on the way to the title.
48, 58, 78, and 98.
Three-pointer by Jensen. Utah the Loyola record. They were down 10 at halftime. Biggest comeback from a halftime deficit. Pulled off by Kentucky tonight, breaking the Loyola record. They were down 10 at halftime. That's the all-time mark. The comeback Cats cannot be denied. Kentucky wins the championship. Shepard has been named the most outstanding player of the Final Four. A great journey for Utah, but Kentucky showed second-half heroics against Duke, back from 17 down against the Devils, exercising that haunting loss of 92. Back from 10 down in the second half to Stanford. They were down 12 tonight in the second half against Utah. Kentucky.
All right, Jim, too, when trailing at halftime, Coach, it shows a lot about the players and about a coach that a team can come back from a halftime deficit to win so often.
And, Greg, it was really a team effort. McGlure blocking those shots. Evans hitting big threes. Cameron hitting threes. Everyone contributed, so it's a great Kentucky victory. And Utah got the shots they want, and they didn't go in.